which we normally do. Sometimes me and him are also will sleep on that bean bag.
After that first week, check as well. You've never been up again.
Just pray about the whole situation, leave it in God's hand.
It was better they took out the same way instead of doing it.
But Kelly will never say anything like that.
Last night, Onyeka and Victoria had a conversation revolving around Ozee. So for Onyeka was checking up on Victoria, saying that she has been noticing some close-knit between her and Ozee, and she wants to know what it is. Is there something in there? But Victoria assured her that it's nothing. Saturday night, let them just say it's alcohol, the tension that comes with alcohol. But before then, Onyeka started by telling Victoria a story of how one night like that, Ozee's room was hot, hers was cold, and she asked Ozee, do you prefer a warm room or a cold one? And he said cold. And with that, she now told Ozee, that her room is actually cold, and they now moved to their room and slept in the same bed. But that even with that same bed, they were sleeping 17 miles. In her words, she said they were sleeping 17 miles away from each other. And in the morning, Ozee told her, are you not happy I slept in your bed? And she said, out of just joking, she said, you didn't even cuddle me last night. That she just said it jokingly. That she thinks maybe she's giving Ozee a wrong signal, that Ozee has someone outside of the house. And Victoria said yes, that she knows Ozee has a girl outside and she's respecting that too. And Onyeka said, that she has decided let it just remain on Ozee, Chizoba, Onyeka bestie level. Let it just be on that bestie level. She does not want to cross that boundary. That was why on Sunday, yesterday now, the whole of Sunday, he just gave him strong gap. And Victoria even confirmed by saying, yes, I noticed you've been giving him space. And she said, yes, she's doing it, that it's intentional. She's doing it as not to put a wrong signal there. That you know how this house can be. Maybe that time they will sleep together now. Cameraman will be capturing them and be running a narrative. And maybe Hanyash, you know how big Hanyash is. Hanyash will not touch his. And I'm like, Onyeka, calm down, calm down. We are not seeing all these things you're talking about. Calm down, baby girl. Well, Victoria told her that there is nothing there. As Onyeka told Victoria that I'm seeing the both of you are beginning to bond, and I say I will talk to you about it. So you will not feel there is something between Onyeka and Ozee. So you will feel free. But Victoria said no. It's just tension, eviction tension, and alcohol with it that came with the party. That's nothing there. He respects everything Ozee has outside of the house. Onyeka is such a funny character because tell me why after Chizoba told you that doctor said these things, that on several occasions doctor has mentioned about tribe to her. Like occasions where a doctor told her that, I know you will support them by the ways because they are Igbos. Now, after all those things your sister narrated to you, even you, Onyeka, was there saying, how you were dancing to one cultural song like that, But now Onyeka still went to Tjay to tell Tjay not to overthink it because Tjay was actually in his feelings. He even had to just go to bed all alone thinking. And Onyeka went to, comfort Tjay, telling Tjay not to really bother about the whole analysis and what EBUKA'S said. That if you go outside, they might not even be dragging you like that too. Do you get? And now told Tjay that in fact that when she heard that, she said, doctor can't say something like this now. That she knows how you talk now. And that is not that deep. She knows how you talk. She knows you don't mean it. She knows that you don't mean it that way. And I'm like, wow, really? Well, doctor said he even have a lot to say but cannot even say them. Moving on, that let it just be that way because God knows and people knows that even a group he created, he preaches against people being tribalistic, and that he even loved the Igbo people very, very well. Well, Onyeka told him to just free up his mind, pray to God about it, that only God knows your intentions. Just commit everything, the whole journey, and especially today to his hands, as only him know your true self. Cassia couldn't just get over what TJ said about her husband being a snake. At the time, I was like, girl, you need to chill small. Oh. You know you're playing a game of a bestie. The way you're taking this thing serious, it has me to start looking at you somehow. Well, they'll still see it that you care about your pet. So Cassia told Victoria that it's even more funny that in this house, that it's TJ that her husband respects the most. That Kellyrae is always talking so high about Doc. So imagine what just played out now, that he got really disappointed. And at that, they started calling TJ a Aproko doctor. That this is the real Aproko, Aproko doctor. So in case you're not Nigerian, Aproko means someone that gossip. And in real life, there's actually a doctor we all know online that is called Aproko doctor, who gives medical tips and all that. But now they decided to give TJ that name because Aproko, someone that gossips, and he's a doctor. So they now started calling him Aproko doctor. And the both of them could just laugh over it. I'm like, what's going on here? She also spoke to Handi about it, telling Handi that her husband, why am I saying her husband? That Kellyrae went to meet TJ only for TJ to even surprise him the more by saying that he told him to his face that he liked to be in the timeline, that he wants to shine. He always wants to outshine others. And Handi now asked, did Kellyrae ever say that? Kassia said, no, Kellyrae have never said that to doctor. But hearing that tonight even surprised him the most. Meanwhile, as Kassia was going around being worried, the person they called Snake and TJ are already bonding back. Oh. Women, you see how men do their thing. They just talk over it and life goes on. Oh. But you're still going around saying what TJ said, what TJ. These people, we're already having men conversation because the guy is actually gathered in the lounge talking about their emotions. Have you ever cried? Have anything ever made you cry? And they were sharing their experiences on occasions where they've cried, like heartbreak, family stuff. They were just having normal convo, laughing, chanting, ranting, eating. And here you are, still worried about what was said a few hours ago. Well, I guess it is his husband now. Women are always like that, especially when it's have to do with their husband. Handi also later went to meet TJ, telling TJ to free up his mind and just relax. And TJ just told him that he has just been having some emotional roller coaster. And Handi said it will be fine. It's the house. That you're just feeling this way because yours have been shown. Do you get? And just like what Onyeka said, Onyeka also told Dr. that you're feeling this way. Do you know what other housemates have also said? It's just that yours was played today. That you should relax with time. You will even see that people have said more terrible things than you said. Well, Handi did well by consoling Doctor. WANNI and Handi actually made porridge yam, and let me not forget, they mentioned that today, that was yesterday, Sunday, is the best day of their life in Big Brother's house. They couldn't even just hide their happiness. At the time, they both danced, celebrating RHUTEE's eviction. It's normal because even Onyeka, some people were surprised that Onyeka voted for the Flourish to leave the house. But Onyeka mentioned that first Sunday that they mentioned them as least for that, immediately she started crying. That that Chinwe was laughing at her, saying this one will use cry, gain pity votes. And Chinwe and the Flourish are like bread and butter. So Onyeka as well also moved past that button to the Flourish to make sure they leave. Because people are like, why is Onyeka mentioned? I read comments from Biggest Channel and people are like, Onyeka mentioned the Flourish. How? Why? Do you get? I was also surprised to hear Nelly say that, she said that DJ Flo left. I was thinking she would still pass the whole thing with Chinwe to their bestie RHUTEE and Flo, but she said it's sad that she had to leave the show. And even Sude, she was at the time doing some exercise by lifting Nelly up and down, said, well, I know why. I know your reason, but I'm not gonna say it. And they were just joking around it, and I'm like, okay, this one is love in Tokyo. Double K spent some time analyzing the game, saying that the game is about to get tough, That's going in by to this nomination. Imagine going in there to nominate your friends. And if you look around, it may seem as though the parties having problem with one another. That's the pairs having problem at another pair are already out. So it means you're going in now to nominate people you consider friends in that house. And Kassia even added that if you notice those that we mentioned, that those that appeared in the list for seems like they are out now, and the rest of the people left in the house are those that have never made it to the chopping block. But Kellyrae pointed to her that the radicals are still here. And then they now said, can you imagine that after checkers, it seems like checkers got stronger. Because after that first being on the list voted, they never made it to that list again. Wow, that this game is getting tough and interesting. Oh. And Kellyrae said, well, it's just left those that have made it to the list for the radicals are still here, just the radicals. And with Zinwe, they appeared once, and that was last 2 weeks, and they didn't appear this week. That this game is about to get tougher. From there, Kellyrae also expressed his shock regarding what Tjay said, telling Kassia that one thing he has noticed about Tjay is just that Tjay gets easily angry. That once in a while in the kitchen, he has observed that. But another thing is that he can't really tell his emotions. That there was a day Chizoba came into the kitchen and asked Tjay, that asked Tjay about a food that Tjay was preparing, saying, is this how they prepare this food? And that he noticed that it got Tjay angry because the way Tjay replied by saying, what kind of question is that? So at that point, he now noticed that, oh, maybe this person is someone that can easily get triggered. But he never knew that Tjay will also be the one that will say, something like this about him. But well, it's the game, and more characters will even get to evolve and unleash as the time passes by. Well, I like that the housemates are beginning to put one or two together. It's week 4, and we can't wait to see what this week will be bringing. HOH game will be starting 2 p.m. So 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. they will have their head of house challenge and get to nominate as well for the first time this season. We all know there is no more custodian challenge, no more winning HOH by ballot. You don't reach my people turn to be HOH. Sujan, Tofa, and everything can change. Anyway, let's see. At least this time around, you won't have anybody to say they didn't vote for you. They should all bring their might and get that seat. And it's beautiful thing to see that it now comes with immunity. So moving forward, the HOH will now have immunity. I love that too. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Happy New Week, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.